The Bronx Council on the Arts is the official cultural agency for the Boogie Down Bronx. It dates back to 1962 and is dedicated to advancing cultural equity by supporting local artists and arts organizations. The nonprofit offers grants, artist residencies, and resources, especially for underrepresented groups in the borough. It also connects people with the arts through free programs, workshops, performances as well. Joining us now, Jesús López-Jensen, Executive Director at the BCA, to share what's new at the organization. What's new is you're what's new, right? Two months as Executive Director?
That's right. Yeah, November 1st was my first day.
What have you learned so far in those short 2 months?
Well, what have I learned?
A lot of work to do?
There's a lot of work to do, and there's a lot yet to learn. I'm succeeding somebody at the organization who was there for 8 years.
Yes, okay.
So it's a tough act to follow.
But you, let's clear this up a little bit. Because you're only 2 months in that position, you've been with the organization for
4 years.
4 years. What was your previous role before you were Executive Director?
Previously, I was Deputy Director.
Okay, well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you were under the watchdog of your predecessor.
That's right.
But I always find that when there's new leadership, there's new energy, there's new vision, there's new goals. Have you sort of started to lay out a game plan, if you will, moving forward?
That's right. So I want to build on the legacy of my predecessor and those that came before her as well. What I'd like to do is really bolster our grant making. We give about $975,000 a year to artists and cultural organizations in the Bronx.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that that's protected. I also want to increase spaces where artists can make their work. So studio residencies for artists in the Bronx. And we're still assessing how it is that we can show up for them.
You said two things there that caught my interest. You want to bolster it.
Yep.
¿En qué manera? You want more money to dole out? Or what do you mean by bolster?
It's both. It's making sure that the money that is already available to us from both public sources and private sources continues to come our way, but also that we can increase that support to artists. You know, we're doing last year we did 975,000. We want to go bigger.
Yep. Yeah. Be nice to get it over $1 million.
That's right.
I mean, it's just a nice high water mark, if you will.
That's right.
If you were the deputy director and now you're the executive director, have you either implemented some things that you'd like to either expand or enhance as you move forward?
Well,
or perhaps eliminate?
Well, we're not eliminating anything yet.
Got it.
But what I want to see is a more active presence in the community. I want artists and cultural organizations in the Bronx to know that we exist, that we're there for them. So our team is showing up at events across the borough.
Pero Jesus, what makes you think that that's not happening now? Or maybe it is, you just think it can be done better?
I think it can be done better. I think we can do more of it. And also tapping into the momentum of new leadership in city government as well. Okay. And making sure that we're a part of the conversation.
Let me throw this out and see if it's part of the game plan. When I hear that you can do it and do it a little better, especially with the young Latinos and where they are these days, are you talking marketing on social media? Are you talking marketing on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook? Those areas where you find young Latinos and young artists.
All of the above.
Yes.
And also noting that we haven't had a TikTok account yet, but my team has really been pushing for it, so we're excited to be coming to TikTok soon.
Talk to the digital people up in the newsroom and they'll tell you TikTok is a place you want to be. Highlight, if you would, some of the workshops that you offer now and that artists can take advantage of. You said you want to promote it more. Here's your opportunity.
Thank you, thank you. So one of the kinds of workshops that we do are artist sustainability workshops. They're professional development workshops for artists. Coming in February, we have a series that we're doing in partnership with Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. They're an organization that's, that I used to be at, actually, for 5 years. And we're doing a series of workshops on contract basics, copyright basics, corporate formation, all of those areas that artists really need to know about to protect themselves.
We're up against a break. We're going to expand on that when we come back. Because I often find that artists, they're, what are they, right-brained or left-brained? That side works really well, the creative side, if you will. But, sometimes ask them to lay out a business plan, and that's just not how they roll.
Right.
And it's just the opposite for many other people. Sure, I can get through an Excel worksheet, but ask me to create some artwork, not a million years. So it's just the way it is. So we'll get into that when we come back. Coming up on Tiempo, more on the Bronx Council of the Arts when we return. Welcome back to Tiempo. The Bronx Council on the Arts is the official cultural agency for the Bronx. It was founded in 1962. Yep, and is dedicated to advancing cultural equity by supporting local artists and arts organizations. It's a nonprofit. It offers grants, artist residencies, resources, especially for underrepresented groups in the borough. Also connects residents with the arts through free programs, workshops, performances, and cultural mapping tools, so you know how to find things. Joining us now, Jesús López-Jensen. He is the executive director, and he's here to share with what's new at the organization, that artist sustainability workshop series that you were just talking about. Again, I don't want to let that go because I think that's critical. It offers legal advice and legal counsel as well as business acumen?
I wouldn't say legal counsel,
Okay.
but part of what we're doing is strengthening the cultural ecosystem of the borough.
Okay.
And that starts at the ground level with artists.
Mm-hmm.
So a workshop series that we did last fall was learning how to write grants. Is it critical for artists to learn how to seek support from funders? Coming up in February, we have this series with Volunteers for the Arts. Mm-hmm. Later in the spring, we have a series where we're bringing in teaching artists to show artists how to teach their craft to folks.
Writing grants is a talent.
That's right.
I mean, there are organizations throughout the city, many of them who've been on Tiempo, where they have one person dedicated to be the grant writer because she knows the proper wording, the ins and outs to make sure the grant gets approved. Do you find the same thing? Yeah.
Well, when you're an individual artist, that person is you.
Yeah.
You have to know how to do all of the above. And so, you know, what we want to do is make sure that artists are equipped with the tools that they need to succeed. And in a place like the Bronx, it's critical.
The Bronx Memoir Project. What is that, and how can people contribute?
The Bronx Memoir Project is an exciting program that we offer for free to writers of all backgrounds and experience levels in the Bronx. And it's a way for Bronx writers to tell their own stories and not to feed into narratives that have been written about them from outside of the borough, from other people. So they learn how to tell their stories through prose, poetry, essay writing.
Yes.
And it's a really exciting program that is entering its 10th year this year.
And what happens if I write my poetry or my prose and then I submit it to the project? Am I done, or what happens to it after that?
Well, so the year sort of runs on 24 workshops that we offer virtually and in person at different community locations across the Bronx, and it culminates in a published anthology. So this year we're celebrating the 10th anniversary anthology.
So the potential is print,
publication. That's right.
So you can bring it home to mommy, say, mira, this is my poetry, mommy. This is what I've been doing in my bedroom. Wow, that is fantastic. Well, congratulations to you and your role now.
Thank you
2 months there. Continued success. La puerta está abierta here. You know, if you guys have something that's going on that you think that's worthy of lifting up and showcasing to the community, please call us here on Tiempo, because in 1962, you guys have been around, which means you're not going anywhere and you're doing it right.
Yeah.